It is Friday, February 17th. Let's talk about what's happening this week in pop culture.
When you're up and down and you're over and out, come listen to your friend Stephen Brown. This is the show with Stephen.
Welcome to Breaking It Down with Brown. I'm your host, Steve UB, aka Daddy Cool, also known as Tired as Motherfucking Shit. Had a long ass morning, got no sleep last night, but excited to be back here this Friday. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's get right into the news. First up, Multiversus has lost 99% of its PC player base. The consoles are the only people still playing it, apparently. I was an alpha tester for this game. I like this game a lot. I find it very difficult to play any fighting game online, though. And I even moved and I have a nicer area where I have even better internet than when I was alpha testing it. And there is just no... I've never had a good online experience with a fighting game. It's, connection problems. There's always some kind of latency. There's always some kind of lag, always some kind of issue. But alongside that, we also have Season 3 delayed to the end of March. This is the second time Multiversus has extended Season 2 because it's a very grindy game. And if you're a Battle Pass head like me, unfortunately, I like Battle Passes. I play a lot of Battle Pass games. But if you want to complete your Battle Pass, you have to grind really, really hard in Multiversus, and it's a real slog. So they're adding an additional month and a half here, which I believe the other time was a month and a half before. So that's 3 months total they've added onto this season as it was originally planned to let their player base finish their Battle Pass. Because I tried with Season 1, I attempted, and that's why I dropped off the game and didn't play, because you have to really know life. Even during the Alpha, I played to get the Alpha reward for completing the Battle Pass in Alpha, and I had to play like 4 or 5 hours a day for a month, and that was just barely cutting it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty ridiculous. I like this game. I think we all want it to succeed. It's fun. It is succeeding, but it's definitely got some shaky grounds. But they're really good at supporting it. They're always adding new stuff, so I have faith that it'll figure itself out here within the next season. You remember that Winnie the Pooh movie that was announced a couple years ago? I think about a year ago when the license went up for Winnie the Pooh, and it's no longer trademarked and it's public domain. Anyone can do it. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, horror movie starring Winnie the Pooh, has released 2 middling reviews at 4.6 out of 10 from IMDb and 6% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's the critic score. It's directed by Reese Waterfield, and he said in an interview that he plans to create a childhood horror universe with other public domain characters that Disney lost now. Like he says he has in the works, he's making scripts for and is planning on directing Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare and Bambi the Reckoning. Also, apparently, spoilers, I don't know if it's spoilers, at the end of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, they have, after the credits, or before the credits roll, that end card, Winnie the Pooh will return. Like he's Thanos or some shit, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen this picture. I haven't done any movie reviews in a while on the channel, although if you watched me times ago, you know that I watch a lot of movies. I will watch this eventually, but I'm not going to spend money on it until maybe it comes out to rent and it's like $1 or something, unless it's on a streamer. Then, of course, I'll watch it. Speaking of movies, the trailer dropped for Tetris, the movie, and brother, does this look like it chugs beef. It looks awful. It's super boring. I was watching the trailer with my girlfriend. The trailer went on for way too long, and we're sitting there, and we just kept going, oh. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse. It's like when you hear stuff about, they said like, oh, there's going to be a Monopoly movie. There's going to be a movie about Operation. They try to make a movie about anything. Like when they did the Battleship movie, dude, there's a lot of these things that begin production, and a lot of them we don't see make light, thankfully, but Tetris somehow was made, starring Taron Egerton, who I love, by the way. He's great in Kingsman, but almost everything else he's in is really bad. Rocket Man was all right, but I don't think I could ever watch this movie. It looks terribly boring, and it's telling you that the true story of Tetris is somehow something to do with the guy who made Tetris is from Russia, and this dude that wants to sell it or whatever is obsessed with it. He goes to Russia and he has to deal with Soviet spies and all this stuff, and like Red Scare type stuff, Cold War type deal, and it just looks so boring. So boring. If you're a Magic the Gathering fan like me, you may be surprised to hear that MTG Arena had a console release slated to end up on PlayStations and Xboxes. as a free-to-play game, of course, which I just never thought of, which I think is weird. I don't know about, I need to look that up actually, about Nintendo Switch. I don't know if it's on Nintendo Switch, but I know I read PlayStation and Xboxes. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was just going to be PC and mobile devices only, but it has now been delayed to, they said, Wizards of the Coast said, delayed to 2024 and beyond, meaning that they're shooting for 2024, but it honestly could be whenever, which is really surprising. And I remember when MTG Arena was first being announced and talked about, when I was playing Magic in game stores every Friday night at my Friday Night Magic when I was like 15, 14 years old. So I'm 23, so it's been damn near 10 years. So they're very slow moving with that client, although it's obviously up and running and doing its thing. I max out every battle pass I play every season. I play a couple games a day. I do my dailies. I love MTG Arena. I don't think I'm going to play it on console. If it comes on the Switch, I'll definitely use it on the Switch. I don't play it on my phone. If I got a tablet or something to do the mobile. But if it came to Switch, that'd be great. I don't see a big market for it on the PlayStation and Xbox. I think that's why they're not too worried about it, because it would be weird to be sitting on your couch with a PlayStation controller playing Magic on your TV. I don't know. But it might be fun to see it big on the screen. Nobody asked for it, but you're going to get a live-action How to Train Your Dragon set to release March 14th, 2025. Very odd choice, but I mean, cool, dude. Those movies kind of fuck, okay? I think everyone who's seen How to Train Your Dragon, at least the first one, likes it and enjoys it, and they had like 6 or something. I didn't see the last 2 or 3, I don't know. I've seen a couple of them, but I believe it was Cosmonaut Marcus, sorry. Of Cosmonaut Quickie fame, whatever. Check him out if you never heard that YouTuber. Great YouTuber. He's not small or anything. But I think it was him who said that the last How to Train Your Dragon movie was like an anime or something, that it's crazy and super good. Because DreamWorks is, got some surprising pictures there, like Puss in Boots, which everyone's talking about, which I haven't seen yet. Can't wait to watch it. Maybe I'll talk about when I see it. I don't know. On Valentine's Day, director Todd Phillips dropped a picture of Harley Quinn and the Joker for Joker 2 to tease the new film. Now, everyone got in discussion immediately about Harley Quinn, and the best takes that I saw is the group of people online saying that they don't believe that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker could be abusive, that all of his murders were against people who did wrong to him or were mean to him, things like that, and that he wouldn't just outwardly abuse and be manipulative and stuff like that too, and that he doesn't have the power to do that to, Harley Quinn, who's going to be his girlfriend and stuff. And I like the take of what they should do is that people are saying they should make it so that Harley Quinn is the abusive one and manipulative one and uses Joker, and she goes crazy and uses Joker as like a weapon of mass destruction. You know what I'm saying? Using him as a tool. I think that would be really interesting. I think this movie has every chance to be awful, but I loved the first Joker, because we live in a society. I saw that movie like 5 times in theaters for 2 Halloweens in a row. I had the Joker face paint. Maybe I'll find a picture here, throw it up for you. But I'm really excited to see it, and I hope they do well. And I love Lady Gaga. She's beautiful. She's a great actress. Girl can sing. My last bit of news for you today is going to be a small thing, Poker Face on Peacock. It's their best original show ever. This show is so good, starring Natasha Lyonne, created by Rian Johnson, however you want to say it. Not my favorite director. I like the Knives Out films. He did not do a good job on Star Wars. I'm sorry. Get over it. But he created this show. He has written the majority of episodes, I believe, and directed the majority of them. And Natasha Lyonne has directed some of them. But there has not been a bad episode yet. They're bangers. It's a great episodical every week. It's a different mystery that you solve a murder. And sometimes the good guy wins. Sometimes the bad guy wins. Sometimes no one wins. It's great. Every episode is its own little story with great written characters. I mean, the weakest episode was the last episode that just came out. I think was episode 6 or 7 for sure, that I just watched last night every Thursday. But dude, renewed for season 2. Can't wait to get more of the show. I could watch this it's very Doctor Who. I could watch this forever. They could keep making it. I'll keep watching it. I love it. Slow news week. Not much happened this week. I know there's big video game releases coming out soon, as in the E3, and not E3. E3 is not even a thing anymore, is it? But all the announcements and things like that, all kinds of stuff. There's a Disney announcement thing happening soon with the new Star Wars lineup of movies is going to be announced soon. We'll be breaking those down. other stuff in the works. And of course, join me tomorrow for Weeb World every Saturday, where we talk about what's going on this week in anime. It's a specific news show for anime and what's going on with weekly seasonal shows and stuff like that, if you're an anime head. If you guys liked what you heard, I appreciate you watching to the end. Please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. This channel has been I've only been doing this for about a year now, and it's very stagnant since December. It's really slowed down. Not a lot of views, not a lot of new subscribers. I'd love to get some more engagement and talk to some people and create a community here. If you want to be my friend, let me know. If you didn't like what you heard, I appreciate you listening for the whole video and hearing a different opinion other than your own. And if you hated what you heard, you can get bent.
The show is over, but you're still here hanging around. Why don't you hit subscribe?